Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Siren Frost, and today I'm giving you guys an updated video of a new and improved ride line. Well, not really a improved ride line, but we are now have the full upgraded revamps and retrained. This is going to be a deck for the Inferno of Duststorm Eugene. Now, it's been a very long time since I did Eugene, because the last time I did that, it was during the Will+Dress series with a new support coming out. Now, with DZ, we actually combine the old and the new stuff together and making it into a full Duststorm / Eugene deck profile video. Which I think it's an amazing deck to have a retirement on. And the best thing is, this deck has few owners. The first one we didn't know about is Hiroshi Tanahashi, I think that's the one. And then we also have a new one that was a participant in the first deluxe. So I kind of forgot who he was. He was the more handsome, more sexy, and more juicy, beefed up kind of guy. Calling it the buff deck, I guess, the muscle deck kind of thing. But in truth is, Eugene is far from muscular. He may be a muscular underneath that uniform of his, I don't know. But he's far from it. He is actually, the deck has a reference of the Hellfire. So this is Eugene rising up from the depths of hell and gaining some new powers. I guess that's the right word to say. Now, currently in the Divine series, there is no actual owner to Eugene. So we're actually going to stick with just the current owner of the deck. I need to look him up again, but you know, I think I could find him. Actually, here, hold on. Let me look through the past records of the decks I do before I get much more into this video. I should have done this before I get to the video, but I wasn't thinking. So it's been a long day, you guys. So I am really apologizing for this right now. Okay, let's find it. So, okay. Ow. Okay, let me see, where are you? Ah, here it is. This is the only deck profile I remember last doing. This was from 2 years ago. Can you imagine? 2 years ago when I did Eugene. Now, the last owner that was in this one, because there was a power transfer, this was inspired by Musashi Uryu. Uryu. I guess the Y is silent in this one. But yes, this was inspired by Musashi. So, that is the current owner we're going to be using for this video as well. And, yeah, you know, all that good stuff. So, we all kind of remember how Eugene retires a rear guard or, you know, destroy in there, here and there, like blow shit up. This one has a new ability, I think. So, we'll get into it more when we get into the video. So, for the right deck, we have, of course, the energy generator for, of course, you know, the 5th card for the right deck. We have the same classic BT1 starter, which is Double Gun of Duststorm Bart. And I don't know why they didn't give him a grade 0 upgrade, but I guess it is what it is. Now, the grade 1, 2s, and 3s, they have a whole new ride chain. This one is called Color Strike of Duststorm Colorass. I almost said Colorass for some reason. It's just ass right there. Colorass, I think. When this unit is rolled upon by Roaring Bullet of Duststorm Roanoad, I think it's Roanoad? Roanoad? I don't know. It's a weird kind of name. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 card with Duststorm in its card name from among them, reveal it, and put your hand and shuffle your deck. So there is that one. The grade 2 we have is Roaring Bullet of Duststorm Rora. Just for the namesake, we'll just call it Rora. Not Rora from the Cray Cross thing. The name will be in the box down below anyway. So when this unit is placed on a when this unit is rode upon by a grade 3 Vanguard with Eugene as card name, Energy Blast 3, draw 2 cards, Choose a card from your hand and put it into Soul. When this unit attacks, if your opponent has 2 or less cards, this unit, or 2 less rear guards, sorry, this unit gets 5k power into the end of that battle. So you can actually max out this card if you really wanted to, just because of that ability alone, but that's up to you. The next one we have is a new Rain Train, Inferno of Duststorm Eugene. This unit is also regarded as Heavy Artillery Duststorm Eugene, so new name, but it's whatever. So the active skill is rest 2 rear guards. Choose a column and retire all of your opponent's rear guards in that column. 1 turn only again. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, Carol Blast 1 and Soul Blast 1. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose up to 2 grade 3 or less unit cards from among them. Call them each to rear guard in the same column. Shuffle the deck, and then this unit gets 5k power and in a turn. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, and your opponent has 3 or less open rear guards, all the units called by this unit gets 5k power and in a turn. So it's an okay effect if you ask me, but you know, I know a lot of people don't play Eugene because of how bad it might be, but this is just my opinion. It doesn't seem all that bad, but to each their own. And then, of course, we have the Dragon Shield sleeves. Like, this is what I consider the color Dragon not Dragon Shield, Dragon Empire sleeves. So, I know they're like Toya Inbada's. Yeah, Toya's sleeves, but I'm calling it Dragon Empire sleeve because their look. Now, for the triggers, we have 4 copies of Refreshing Wind Dragon Dinobreeze instead of the classic triggers. 4 copies of Blazewar Monk Sougyou. 4 copies of Burning Flail Dragon for our full 8 criticals in the deck. 3 Blazeman Paramas for the front triggers because, you know, we do play fronts in here as well. And Dragon Deity of Resurgence Dragveda for our over trigger of choice. So this to me is not as... This is kind of heavily aggressive with the deck. But like I said, we can always go back in and change it again. But there would be a full recipe in the box down below. So it's just a nice little sample. You know, it did take me a while because I haven't played Eugene in a very hot minute. So that's why I decided to make it more better. And also, I'm using the black sleeves and Dragon Shield sleeves in the shade black because I can't find the blood red sleeves for the deck. But that's okay. I think black is also another color for Hellfire. Now, listen, you guys. The grade 1s, of course, was always been a very tricky thing for me. But we are playing 11 grade 1s in the deck. So, I'm playing 3 copies of Springing Bullet of Duststorm Glynis. Glynis is from actually the Set 1 collection, which we haven't played this in a while. When your opponent's rear guard is retired during your main phase, if your Vanguard with Eugene in its card name, stand as unit. And this unit gets 5k power in a turn. Guardian skill, if you have a grade 3 Vanguard with Eugene in its card name, this unit gets 5k power, 5k shield, sorry. So a 5k shield value for her. I just thought she'd be a good little guard ability as well. And then from the Set 7 collection, we have the Assault Bullet of Duststorm Oswald. I thought mainly because it was a good little option. Maybe you guys can help me find a little bit better one for that as well. And then of course we have 4 Perfect Guard Sparkle Rejector Dragon, just for the nice little touch. So yeah, there's 11 grade 1s in this deck. I don't know why I'm starting to cut down on my grade 1s a lot of times, but maybe because I thought grade 2s are a bit more better. But to each their own, I suppose. So the next one we have is 12 grade 2s in the deck. So the first one we have is Resplendent Bullet of Duststorm Lugnit. If your Vanguard's Eugene, which obviously it is, Soul Blast 1 and rest is unit. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. At the beginning of your battle phase, if your opponent has 1 or less rear guard, stand this unit, and it gets 5k power and in a turn. So to me, this is not a bad cost. I mean, you're actually using the First skill to get rid of your opponent's rear guards, mainly their interceptors, so that's not really a typically bad choice. Now, this is a good choice for a generic for a lot of decks, but I chose this for Eugene. Twin Bullet of Duststorm Travis. I figured this would be a nice from a set 4 collection from Will+Dress. I figured this is still a very plausible kind of card, you know, to each their own. And then we also have a new member from set 2. This is Dragritter Dirgham. When this unit is placed on rearguard, if your Vanguard is Eugene or Gandiva in its card name, which this goes for Gandiva as well, Soul Blast 1 and Energy Blast 3. There you go. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. If you did not retire a card, draw a card, and this unit gets this skill. It's a 1 turn only, but it's an auto one. At the end of the battle, your Vanguard attacked. Choose one of your front row rear guards and stand it until the end of the turn. If you played a normal order this turn, this unit gets the power to boost. So in some ways, this card does rely on a normal order, and I think we're only playing... Let me double check something here. We only have one normal order in this deck, so it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. I may change them out for a different unit if this deck doesn't go as plausibly well, but hey, we all gotta start from somewhere, right? So that is the grade 2 lineup, and I thought this would be a fun one to do. Now for grade 3, of course, we're playing 3 more Eugenes for the Persona Rideability, because why not? And then we're playing 4 copies of Strike Cannon of Duststorm Andrea. This is from the set 7 collection, but I thought she is a very good card to have. If you have Vanguard with Eugene in its card name, retire this unit. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. So she's willing to blow herself up to blow up your opponent. She reminds me of Mina the Thorn from the Dark Scorpions in Yu-Gi-Oh! She's willing to sacrifice herself for Don Zalug and that fucking love story. I don't know if this is Eugene's girlfriend that wants to blow herself up, but I don't know. It's weird to me. Now here's the only order card I'm playing. It's called the Best Harvest. Choose one of your Vanguards and get this skill until the end of turn. When your opponent's rearguard is retired during your main phase, you may draw a card. So that's pretty much it. Like, that is just it. And speaking of that's it for the video. Because there's not much to really say other than the fact I spend 5 or 10 minutes on the first introduction. But this was a fun deck for like a small update, but it's technically a new ride line, so give or take. And so yeah, you guys, that is it for the video updates of Eugene with the new power. And yeah, as always, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, show some love, and comment down below. And if you guys have any questions, leave a comment down below. I guess I keep saying that. But yeah, you guys, and that's it for the video. I'll see you guys next week or so. I don't know when, but we'll see what happens. But be sure to be safe out there, make good choices, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. As always, I've been your host, Siren Frost, signing out.